stop at my house and pick up my dog, okay?
Oh, I don't think we can deviate from the route.
Oh, yes, we can. I'm the boss.
I'm the
Trust
captain
me.
of this ship.
Jim.
There you go, Jim. Adeline Miller's not on the name.
That's why you're our favorite bus driver.
The bus driver absolutely refuses to stop and pick up Abby's dog. And we just love it, us moms, because when somebody puts Abby in her place, it is just like, love it.
Aw, come on. Jim, you're killing me. Cross. Don't drop off your right heel. That's not how you finish a turn. Chloe has great lines. She's a great dancer, but she doesn't give me what I want. She wants to be a choreographer. She wants to make it up herself. Instead of, you know what, kid? There's lots of time for that. Do what I'm telling you to do. Up. 1, 2, 3. Arc that way, Chloe. Dance. Don't just be a stick figure. Chloe's just not focused today. She is stumbling over choreography that she should be picking up like it's second nature. Listen to me. Go out, get a drink of water, clear your brain. I decided to give Chloe a little break so that she can gather her thoughts, review her choreography, and get her act together. In the meantime, I want Maddie to perform her new solo for my senior company. They need to realize that a little 9-year-old can learn a whole routine and execute it flawlessly in one day.
Christy, she's running Maddie's solo again.
I can't believe Abby interrupted Chloe's solo rehearsal just so Maddie could perform in front of the senior company. I mean, she's not even trying to hide her favoritism anymore. It's a slap in the face to everyone, especially Chloe. It's nice to put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, okay.
Watch the maturity in the level of dancing. Watch the ability to comprehend the movement. When I give you something that I envision and you make it better than what I ever thought it could be, that's great. That's amazing. That's what they want to see.
Abby is trying to turn our kids against your kid.
Well,
And you let her do it.
No, I don't.
She's 9. Some of you are almost twice her age. Go to town.
She sits there and she watches the dance, so she knows what people's strengths and weaknesses are, and she uses that as an advantage for your daughter.
Yes.
Why don't you ever stand up to Abby, Melissa? You always say that you're her friend, so you should have a different kind of a connection with her. So why don't you ever stick up for the kids?
I'm so sick of Christy and Kelly always getting on me because my daughter has a gift. I'm sick of hearing the same thing over and over and over again.
I know, but that's the
And
thing.
we're sick of it happening over and over and over again.
I'll go tell Abby.
Then she'll have her featured in the group dance, and she'll make sure that she wins all the solos because she'll have the most attention, the best choreography, and the most private lessons.
This isn't a, stop talking about my daughter. She's 9 years old.
We're not talking about your daughter. We're talking
Yes.
about what you enable to happen. I'm not talking about your daughter. I'm
Okay,
talking
so
about
you're
you.
gonna stick up for my daughter when Abby
I
yells at
stick
her.
up for Maddie
I
all
stick
the
up for
time.
every one of those kids,
No, you
Melissa.
don't.
I absolutely do.
I tell you all the time.
You know what? Your daughter doesn't need me to stick up for her because you have her so far in your back pocket, she doesn't need it. I stick up for the kids who need it.
I'm just sick and tired of it. I'm not gonna stick around in this room and have Christy and Kelly bitch at me for no reason.
You see what she does to my kid and her kid, and you don't stick up for them.
I am so sick of this. I'm gonna sit here.
Melissa's in there with Abby? She's going into tattle on us? You're not allowed to talk to her till after class. We're having a disagreement with Melissa, and this just goes to show how close she is with her. She goes in and talks to her.
I don't want to dance here anymore, Maddie. I'm sick of it. Yeah, I'm sick of it. What, they're always attacking you and me. I mean, it's ridiculous. It's always about Maddie. Maddie.
Hey, Melissa, we weren't done talking to you. Would you mind coming back like an adult instead of hiding by Abby?
I'm not hiding.
You are hiding.
Bite my I've had enough. I don't even want to be in the same building as these women.
I don't like it either, Melissa, but guess what? This is what it is.
I'll make arrangements for Maddie to get home.
As soon as things get ugly, you run and go home.
Kalani is great at floor work. She can slither around on the floor looking so feminine. Her legs look good, her feet look good. Kalani's just smooth.
I don't know if the new moms understand like the level of how much Abby loves Kalani. Like I sat next to her one day and she was watching Kalani solo and she was like, don't you just want to be her?
I was just gonna say, Abby wants to be
She wants to be Kalani.
Kalani told me some things from last week when she was trying on costumes for her or something, and she was like, ooh, that with like a pair of boots and like leggings and yes. And like that, Kalani was like doing that to me and I'm like, what?
Is this the trio? I really wish the two trios weren't competing against each other.
I really wish they weren't either.
This week, we have 2 separate trios aside from the group dance, and it's kind of weird because you have 2 families that are divided.
I don't know why she couldn't have done this trio this week and that trio
I
next week.
agree.
They're going to be disappointed because one of them is going to lose.
Right.
I think we just have to tell them.
Look at Nia.
Push! Push!
Uh-oh. She just twisted her ankle.
Oh my God.
You better go down there.
Holly.
Can you stand on it?
Nia went down really hard. I know my child has a high tolerance for pain, but if she's crying, I know things must be really bad.
When I landed on it, my foot kind of twisted.
You're doing a straddle. That's the hardest thing to land. How about trying to stand up here? Use your other leg. Point. Does that hurt?
It hurts whenever I point.
It hurts whenever you point. Can you circle it? Yeah, but it hurts.
Nia has been working really hard this week with the group number as well as with the trio, and an injury like this could be a major setback for her.
If it gets worse and she can't do it, we have to pull her. Everybody else has to learn to adjust.
I was just thinking of Abby. You know,
Exactly.
like how she sits up at night and dreams of all these themes.
Well, she was dreaming big this week.
Oh, I
she
think
had
down
too
here.
many things.
I think
on
she
her
Too many
took
nips
off.
and tucks.
I think she bit off more than she can chew.
The girls work really hard on those dances, and then someone's gonna get shafted. There's gonna be something that's gonna be compromised, and it's not gonna be a quality dance because there's no way she has enough creative juices in her brain.
Well, we already saw the trio.
I know.
Maybe she's saving all of her creativity for the solos.
I try really hard to stay neutral and objective and stay out of the way, but I want Nia to do well for the Joffrey Ballet Scout, and I just don't think Abby's giving her enough time or attention.
Abby helped Maddie solo, and Chloe has nothing.
Why does she think about all the other kids?
They don't count.
I mean, I keep thinking, like, finally someone's gonna catch a break. It's not right.
Nope. I feel very defeated.
I think Abby spread herself too thin this week, and I think that we all know that she's going to be focusing most of her attention on Maddie because she wants her to impress the Joffrey Scout.
I'm really excited to do a trio with Maddie and Brooke in front of the Joffrey Ballet Scout because Brooke and Maddie are really good dancers, so I think we'll do really good.
Please welcome to the stage Brooke, Chloe, and Maddie with the trio performance, Somebody Told
Me. Somebody told me I'd be fine. Shook her head, smiled, and wiped off mine. And so I saw the side of strength and heard the sounds of healing. I learned to read it like a sign. She was beside me, I was fine.
The music's beautiful. The choreography is absolutely beautiful. It's more mature, and I think the girls were together the entire time.
And I'll go on, for I have always more to give. And this I know, 'cause somebody told me so.
Very cute, ladies. Great job.
Overall, I thought the trio was beautiful, elegant, feminine. They nailed it.
I've been icing my foot, but I hope it doesn't hurt while I'm dancing.
Please welcome to the stage Mackenzie, Nia, and Paige with the trio performance, Girl Fun.
I'm waiting in the crowd for the trio to come on, and I'm incredibly worried. I know somewhere in this crowd is the Joffrey Ballet Scout, and I also know that Nia's not 100%.
really think the trio was great this week. It was very age appropriate for a change. It was cute, and the girls did some really hard tricks that a lot of girls their age can't do.
I was so worried about my foot, but when I hit the stage, I didn't worry about my foot at all.
I think the mothers thought that these two trios being in the same age division would be a conflict of interest. But it happens all the time. So I wanted to let them do their thing, let them have their moment. I want them to shine.
I think the audience liked it too.
Hey, girls. Good job. I thought it was entertaining. It was exciting. It was fun. There's not a lot of gymnastics on the stage today, so I think they really entertained the audience.
How are my jumps?
What? Good job. You're going today? Very good. You have to watch your back foot coming in.
Do you have anything else to say for Nia?
No, it was good. I thought it was good. You guys went all this big description for a 2-minute and 10-second dance.
Well, you know, they don't have a whole lot of time on stage, so when they go, it's nice to get some feedback.
Well, you'll have to get all those judges of all these competitions that they go to and listen to them.
It's incredibly frustrating to sit and watch and not get any feedback, constructive criticism. My child gave it her all. She went out there and performed, and she couldn't get any type of feedback from Abby. Nia came back from an injury, and Abby just did not care.
Second place goes to entry number 127, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. And our top scoring Power Junior Duo Trio, entry number 138, Somebody Told Me, Abby Lee Dance Company.
The overall went to the group who did the lyrical contemporary routine. It showed more technique. Don't forget, they didn't have a 7-year-old in their number.
Once again, I'm torn. I am so happy for Brooke. They got first place. But then, you know, I have to look at Paige and be like, sorry.
Is Abby here? Hi, Miss Abby.
Hey.
Hi,
What's up?
Daviana wants to talk to you about yesterday.
I feel like Kalani's solo is a little bit more challenging than mine. And I was wondering if you could change the difficulty.
I think you're nuts. She's rolling around on the floor. You did, what, 4 turns into a side aerial? You can't do that. I mean, I don't need to explain myself to a 14-year-old. This is ridiculous. I'll be damned. Nobody is telling me what to do anymore. Why would I go out on a limb and try to make her dance better than yours? Kalani walked out on me. You have the upper hand. You have to sit in front of the mirror and you need to sell this number.
I already feel like she's winning.
Why?
I just felt that way because her choreography just runs smoother and the stuff that you give her, I feel like it fits her better than the stuff that you're giving me.
Well, we don't know you that well. I've been working with her for 5 years. If you could take all this emotion that you have right now and put it into the dance, you'll win.
Does that make sense now? Is it better?
And now you should be worried if saying something offended us.
Let's go.
I think the kid has a lot of talent, but she can't let them see her sweat. Daviana, shades of blue, not shades of boo-hoo.
Of all the times for Chloe to forget part of her dance, of course, it's when the Joffrey Scout is here. I can only hope that he didn't notice.
This is one of the reasons I hate to watch my kids dance. I mean, I'd rather stand out in the hallway and pace. I mean, come on, Chloe. We worked for this, you've earned it, you're getting to do a solo, and you just blow it? Everybody blinks, but you stay on stage, you keep dancing, you figure it out, and you get back on the music.
When Abby's talking to Chloe after she forgot part of her solo, all I'm thinking to myself is, you know, maybe if you gave her the same amount of attention as you do to everyone else, she wouldn't forget.
Nia, did you learn something from that? There are a
lot of circumstances surrounding that. It wasn't just all about Nia. That was a whole nother can of worms.
Abby's just digging. There's no other reason why Abby needs to comment on Nia forgetting her dance several weeks ago.
Nia, just so you know that it's a lot better to do it what Chloe did than to just stand there and freeze and run off and cause all the hoopla. Brooke and Paige, not too many teachers want to work with you, especially not from the Abby Lee Dance Company. I'm finished choreographing Brooke and Paige's solo. Their mother has been so disrespectful to me as a teacher, as a choreographer, as a studio director. Let somebody else do it. Me, as well as the rest of my staff members, are finished with her and her kids. So I have a colleague, Ricky Palomino, will be choreographing both of your solos. You can blame the choreographer a million times, but ultimately, you're the one on the stage.
You know, it's so sad that my kid's mentor cares so little about them that she's gonna hire a choreographer to come in and teach them their dance because she doesn't have time for them.
Boom.
Oh, sorry. When you come up, it goes bevel. Close that.
That's the end?
It is.
I have like a $350 costume basic without stones yet. So probably upwards of 500
Okay.
being made for her.
I'm excited to have a solo, but I've never really worked with Ricky before. He's really nice and the choreography is great, but it's still all new to me, so I'm a little bit nervous of how it's gonna turn out.
Emotion, Brooke. Try to give yourself chills.
Abby and I used to be really close, but we're not anymore. So maybe by me having a solo, we can come in a better place. And it's definitely not Ricky that's making me nervous.
I think my biggest concern for Brooke's solo is for Brooke to get out there and dance the way Brooke can dance. When she dances, she holds back. And I do blame that on Abby.
All right, we're jumping ahead to number 71, this 18 contemporary solo. Put your hands together for Brooke performing Now Is My Time.
I've always had a dream, but I never knew how I could find it until now. I was locked up in fear and doubt. Now is my time. I found the key, trusting that everything will come when I believe. Now is my time.
And that was number 71, Now Is My Time.
Brooke's dancing looked very abrupt, and I thought that her facial expressions were pure concentration. Ricky doesn't know what Brooke is capable of.
When you're in that room with Abby, you have a look on your face like you want her approval. You don't need her approval. You need his. Go show them how fabulous you are.
I think at this point, my biggest concern for Paige is I want her to get on stage. She told me, I'm terrified for Abby to watch me dance.
Next to the powerhouse stage is act number 75. This is the 18 contemporary solo.
I just really want Paige to go up on the stage and show Abby I am amazing.
You're gonna be great. Listen to your music. Trust yourself, honey. Trust yourself.
Performing The One.
I never thought I'd find a love quite as pure as this. You make me feel just like a child with your tenderness. I never knew all this time it was you. Now I can see you're my true love. 'Cause you
dance song?
No, because she would have done a can and remembered my dance.
Honey, you're not gonna get in trouble because I created it. I created it, okay?
I bet $100 that she was gonna forget it and run off the stage. Her mother doesn't bring her to class. So this all goes back to Kelly. It's her fault.
She's afraid of her dance teacher. She is scared to death of her dance teacher. No, you're not gonna get in trouble, Paige, because guess what? She's not your teacher. She didn't teach you. She's horrible. And you're trying to do your best for her? We're all crazy. When Paige came off the stage, she said, all I wanted to do was show her that I could do this. And I couldn't because she scared me.
It's not her style. It's not her forte.
Just so everyone knows, I do not choreograph that, so I would never do that to a child.
Paige is a wreck, and I just feel like this is the worst thing that could have happened. And I hope that Abby doesn't take it out on Paige. I mean, the kid's only human. Abby, are my girls in the group dance?
Kelly,
you brought in choreographers?
This is not about your children. This is about you. You need to play by my rules.
I asked for choreography that was what my kids can do.
Well,
I wanted them to be challenged.
Right.
Not say I wanted Ricky.
For Paige.
Okay.
I am the best thing for
Okay,
Paige.
but
Because
guess
you know what? She had a gorgeous costume.
Okay.
She was doing a can-can. And
Abby.
Paige would have done it. She would have went out on that stage.
And I know
and
that.
She would have looked gorgeous.
I know that. But you guess what? My daughter was a wreck all freaking week. And now my kid is having attacks because she is afraid of you and afraid of what you're going to do to her. And you're allowing this with the relationship that you had with my kids and me.
Okay. Understood. I'm hearing you.
And it breaks my heart. It is horrible.
Kelly, you have driven the wedge between your children and myself.
No, Abby.
Yes.
The things you say to them has
No.
driven the wedge.
No.
And it's not me. I would never allow this to happen. It's not me.
Seeing Kelly break down in a competition like this really disturbs me. When I look at Kelly, I don't see the mom of 2 dancers in my company. I see my own student when she was 12 or 13 years old, crying her eyeballs out. That's when she stopped dancing. And I think Kelly could have had a great future. I just hope she doesn't do the same thing to her 2 girls. You can all see that Leslie is here and her daughter Peyton. You were brought on because I had an idea, a concept, a piece that I want to do. And I needed somebody to be my lead. We are going to do our version of Kinky Boots. This is a tribute to the Broadway show, Kinky Boots.
Isn't Kinky Boots about drag queens?
Yes, it is.
Well, drag queens? I think this number would have done well in LA, in New York City, in Rockville, Maryland. Just, I don't know.
Maddie, don't go down so low. You look like a freak. I know people call me crazy, but I am excited to do something out of the ordinary. We are going to do a group routine inspired by the smash Broadway hit, Kinky Boots. They like to be tall. Make sure it's just not up and down, but around.
This is not gonna win. Are you kidding me?
Not possible.
Now drop her.
It's so sloppy.
You guys are like this.
Yeah.
All right, now listen to me. This is the first group dance that we're doing that Maddie is not the lead. Peyton, do you realize that? This season, every single solitary routine that we did, Maddie was the lead. And we are 10 for 10. So you guys have to realize that this is a big deal, the perfect 10. But what did we say? 11 is heaven.
This is the first time we're going to this competition, and
she's starting off with drag. Is that really starting off with a bang?
Yeah, because what if they're really conservative competition, like, you know,
Yes,
some of the competitions we've been to, and they've been like this.
Of them really are. Then why'd she bring Peyton in? For this musical theater over the top?
Because Peyton looks like a drag queen.
Bitch.
I don't mean...
Bitch.
Speaking of drag queen lookalikes.
I know, really.
Settle your poof down.
Good work, Peyton.
If you think a lyrical dance beats this dance this week, is she gonna blame Peyton and me?
No.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. Yep. I think it's good that she spreads the wealth and gives other kids an opportunity to be featured. But I think on the flip side, we have to be cautious that that's an enormous responsibility, because as soon as that happens, when someone doesn't win as a featured role, she goes to the excuse, well, we always win when Maddie has a featured role. Over the last few weeks, she's been very complimentary towards Chloe.
But I think Chloe has come a long way in her dancing in the last 2 months.
I just think she sees all the potential in Chloe.
I think her emotional execution is really good, too.
I would imagine that's why.
Great to see you again. Hi, ladies. Wait, how are you? Good. I invited Lola and Blade to come to the studio. I want my girls to see that people are different and that they have to have confidence. Let me introduce you to Miss Lola and Blade. We are going to competition this weekend. This is a tribute to the Broadway show, Kinky Boots. We have won 10 times in a row. We are at the perfect 10. Yes. It's a new competition. I need the girls really to embrace being a performer, stepping out on that stage and owning who you are and what you are, bow legs and all. Peyton, step forward. This is Peyton. She makes one heck of a drag queen.
Ooh.
All right?
Yes, Miss Sunny, I see some drag queens in the making. I'm gonna show you a few things on how to be an expert drag queen for this number.
All right, let's see.
Uber big on the face. Like, you wanna see the eyes, the big dramatic eyes, and the big lips, just the kisses and the mouthing of the words. That's what they want. It's just all about the strut. All right, let's go, Miss Thing, and strut. And strut. And twirl. And we gotta go back, we gotta go back, we gotta go back.
Being a drag queen is a lot of work because you have to work it.
And pause, and look, and turn, and look over the shoulder, and walk. Do you think that you could help maybe with a little bit of the makeup, the drag queen over the top?
I think so.
Yes.
Should we do a makeover?
Yes. I want to do her eyes and give the moms a little bit of an idea, all right? Because if they screw this up, we're not going to win.
No.
And it's all about the win.
We're gonna make you look fierce, Miss Honey. Fierce.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on, Miss Thing. Are you ready to play? You're so pretty.
Thank you.
Welcome. Yeah, she's gorgeous. How old are you?
16.
Oh, Lord.
Did you guys
Wait.
ever have any people make fun of you or?
Oh, every day. Hello. But you know what I say?
What?
The heck with them. I'm pretty, and I know it. You just have to be really confident. You know what? When there's a 16-year-old girl portraying two men in wigs, you really have to be confident. But I don't have any doubt in my mind that you can do this. You ladies ready?
We're ready.
Ready.
Oh, we're ready. We can't wait.
Here comes Miss Thing. And we present her to you.
I feel like it's a little flash dance.
All right, girls, say thank you.
You're welcome. I can't wait for Saturday, ladies. I know you're gonna rock it.
How do you feel about the group dance now that you know there's some
good studios here.
I'm concerned. Do I wish I had Kalani here instead of Peyton and we were doing a contemporary lyrical dance? Yes.
Why?
Because there's some really good talent, some really nice lyrical dancers out there.
I'm so proud of you.
Chloe, I like the ending. Right into the wings, like, woo. All right, let's get this nose down. We want them to look like drag queens.
Children, go get dressed. Let's go. We're wasting all this time on this, and we really need to focus on the dance.
You are wasting time. You're so worried about these darn wigs and the makeup and this and that the kids aren't running the dance. And I'll tell you what, we're gonna get beat. And it's gonna be your fault, Peyton. I think we should have saved this number for New York, New Jersey. I don't think the crowd in Rockville, Maryland is gonna, I don't know, is this a big drag show place?
This is Peyton's chance to prove to Abby that she belongs on this team. If we don't win, she's definitely gonna blame Peyton, and Kalani will get the spot that Peyton deserves. She can bring it to the stage, and you have a chance to win.
Well, we better...
Give her a chance to prove it.
If you get a bad vibe from the crowd, go harder, all right? Work! Let's go.
What I'm most nervous about this number is if we don't win, that Peyton will take the blame, because that's what happens.
Next up is act number 83, Lift You Up.
Once I was in danger, you fought to keep me safe. You never were a stranger, a kind and loving face. Always there for me to help me walk along the street of broken dreams. You taught me to be strong. Ooh, now it's time for me to do the same for you. Let me take the lead and let me step up too. I will lift you up when you're down. I will lift you up right off the ground. I will lift you up, so take your crown. Lift you up. Let me take the lead and let me step up too. I will lift you up when you're down. I will lift you up right off the ground. I will lift you up, so take your crown. Lift you up.
I couldn't tell if the judges liked it. I don't think they did.
I couldn't tell if anybody liked it.
The crowd is confused.
The class division, our advanced division, goes to Abby Lee Dance Company, Act 83.
We won. We did it. We won doing a musical theater piece. And let me tell you, Peyton was a star. If I had a Tony, I'd give it to her right now. So I have my 2 solos, but we have something else happening this week. 2 minis, are you here? 2 weeks ago, I sent all 4 minis home because I could not make a decision in that room about who to cut. I'm making cuts, not right now today.
But Abby, how long are you gonna string them along?
I have to figure out what to do with them. So now I've thought about it, and I decided that Liliana and Eliana will fit in best. I know the moms aren't gonna be happy, but the girls are getting older. I don't have much time left with them. And as sad as that is, I have to think about my future. And that means inviting 2 minis to be part of my grade 8. So Eliana and Liliana are back with the ALDC.
Yay! The Leonas!
They're back.
just like I knew they would be. It's really a shame because we're on such a roll, such a high. I really wish she could just let this team flourish, and she just won't.
I will be picking one of the minis to dance with this group. The name of the piece is Fairest of Them All.
So the small child's gonna dance around the big children.
In and amongst.
Which makes my daughter a backup dancer, right?
Fernanda, be thrilled to be a backup dancer. I didn't say that, you did.
But you always tell our kids you don't want to be the backup dancer.
Because I think she should thank her lucky stars. Her daughter's even in this room.
All right, so what are we gonna do?
Well, if I have to pick one, I guess the least of the worst is Ellie, because she was at least giving me some face and some acting there. So Lily, you're dismissed.
What happened? Did she make her decision? You're sad.
It's okay. Oh, don't be sad, Lily.
Why don't you go stretch with your mom and just get a drink of water or something? Nice job, Lily.
Lily, we thought you were great in there.
My daughter wants to be here so bad. That is why I have flown across the country, separated from my son and my husband for her dream. I'm just sad for her. But Lily is a tough cookie. She is gonna recover. She's gonna come back stronger.
Eliana, when you're walking out, you need to be like you're entering in the forest and you're seeing all these creatures for the first time. Just love me.
So we really are backup dancers to Eliana, right?
Yep. Just like if you have a boy dancing in the group, he becomes the focal point. That's how it works.
I'm okay with the little ones. I'm fine. I don't care, but not in the group dance. Just let them do their solos and duets.
How can you speak to, you've been here for 2 weeks.
Abby wanted these two girls on our team because they're teenagers and they can do choreography. Abby picked you guys for a mini team and it didn't work out.
Why are our two girls here right now?
That was my question to you.
She sees something in them, and it's a strong enough invitation that I'm gonna put up with all kinds of stuff from home. My whole home life's a mess because we're here going through these ups and downs.
Maybe you should rethink that. Maybe you should rethink.
You don't know my whole history.
No,
I
you
will
just
think
said
about it all
Of
the
course
time.
I don't know anything about your history, but there are things more important
when
than
Jill
being a
walks
part
out.
of that.
Well, I'm sick of people telling me what I think and what my kid thinks.
And what you should and what you shouldn't
I'm pretty
do.
sure I know what I think, and I'm pretty sure I know what my kid thinks.
We feel our kids should have the right to dance mature choreography with mature themes at this age. We've been 8 years old. I think they're amazing little girls. Do I think that they should be integrated into our teenage team? No. I need my phone. I think those moms will never understand what we've gone through because they don't want to.
Jill knows everything. She knows what my kid thinks. She knows how I'm feeling. She knows how my kid's feeling. She knows whether she cried or not. She's a psychic.
It's nice for someone to talk behind my back.
You were right here. You just keep
no,
walking.
I was not engaging
Jill,
in
I
you.
think she wanted to talk with you and you walked
guys
out.
are
You just keep walking away. That's what you always do.
You know why? Because you have nothing interesting to say.
Every single
Nothing
time.
you say is interesting, Stacy. Save it for
Why do
someone
your
who
walk
cares.
away
Yep,
thing?
bye-bye.
There's the back of Jill's head like we always
So
look at.
desperate. If everything's so bad at home, go home.
What happened? Faces, eyeballs. This routine could be epic, but one little thing goes wrong, the fairest of them all plummets to the ground.
Oh, my Lord. It makes me nervous.
Woo! I'm gonna be so nervous, I might not be in the theater. Eliana, go out on that stage and prove that you have something that the ALDC will benefit from you being on this team. Understood? All right, let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our next entry, Fairest of Them All.
Come now. You need to come here. Can you hug me? Breathe, Ellie. Ellie, breathe.
Did you see it? Did she look like she was scared? Yolanda's about to have a heart attack over here.
Yolanda is seeing firsthand what happens when you put a 9-year-old in with seasoned dancers.
Hey, guess what time it is? Awards time! All right, second place. Entry number 1, Vogue. And in first place, number 43, Fairest of them all.
We won, but this doesn't mean that every week the older girls should be backup dancers to the minis. But our streak is still alive, and that's what counts.
How did you feel?
Good, congratulations.
Great job, my love.
Yeah, what Abby said.
So proud of you. You think you did better than that?
Actually,
For your first performance, it was just a matter of getting used to their teachings and knowing what they say. Bravo, Mom.
Congratulations, everybody.
Thank you.
Eliana, were you crying backstage?
A little bit. I was starting to, but then I stopped myself from crying.
I hate that crap. That is little kid crap. The only tears backstage ever are if somebody gets hurt. All right, Cameron, I thought you saved the day with the lift. You got her up there. It was beautiful. The feet, the legs were good. It all worked. And I'm keeping her for the week.
Thank you.
All right. Now we need to discuss the solos. Daviana, you were 6th. You were like, what? So was I. 6th. There's not gonna be somebody on my team that's 6th. I am standing by my word. You are cut from this team.
Okay, let's go. You did amazing. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad.
You were wonderful. You are wonderful. You'll be back.
Then why am I not coming this week?
I stuck to my word.
And I'm surprised at that. And I think she's definitely surprised by that. I think
Well,
most of us are
if one of
surprised
you
by
wants to
that.
give your spot up and give it to Daviana,
I don't.
I would consider that.
No.
Gabby, do you want your trophy? No. Me neither. They can shove that trophy up.